Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to another edition of the Quest Show. I am Goddess Mafor, and I am absolutely delighted to be your host for tonight's program. It's been pretty long, but we thank God for bringing us so far. And on behalf of the Quest crew, I extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Whether you're joining us in person or you're tuning online, we are thrilled to have you with us. Today's program is all about healthy dieting. Yeah, you heard me right. Healthy dieting. We know in a world of conflicting food trends, social media nutritionists, and the pressure to look a certain way, it's easy to lose sight of what really fuels us, either physically, mentally, and culturally. Today we are cutting through the noise. We have an incredible expert who will bring a unique lens to this discussion, from science-based nutrition to emotional well-being, physical performance, and cultural food access. It's gonna be interesting tonight, so I'm encouraging each and every one of us to take a chill rest as we enjoy this wonderful discussion tonight. So without further ado, let's dive right in. I'll start with my right. I have an amazing lady here, as pretty as she looks like. Her name is Miss Praise Amarachi. She is a BSc. She has a BSc in nursing, an entrepreneur, a CEO of Nature Press Juicy Initiative, and she is a current public health student who is passionate about making nutrition realistic and enjoyable. You're welcome, Miss.
Thank you, Miss Ebo.
And we are also honored to have Mr. Yungap Henry. He is a certified naturopathic practitioner, and he's also a fitness coach, helping clients build sustainable habits and also help to make food more accessible and culturally inclusive. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, like I said earlier, this program is going to be very interesting. So, I want you to get your pen and your jotter, and the platform is quite open. Like, share, and comment, because we'll be reading all your comments on the show. All right, let's start with the basics. When we say fueling your body right, what does it mean? Now, this question goes to Miss Amarachi. What does fueling your body right mean from a nutritional and medical standpoint?
Thank you, Ma'am Able, for the question. Well, when we talk about dieting, fueling your body, right? Some of us think of suffering when they talk about dieting. We don't have to eat rice, we don't have to eat yams, we're scared and all those kind of things, it's like punishment to us. But we're here to tell you this evening that fueling your body right is just giving it what it needs and not just what it craves for. Talk about fueling, we think about a car. In a car, it needs petrol to run for a distance, and you not expect to put dirty fuel in a car and get to your destination. Yes. So the we as human beings need a balanced diet. When I talk about a balanced diet, a mixture of carbs, vitamins, proteins, minerals for us to run. So if you fuel your body well, like that car, the food is going to take you a very long way. Thank you.
All right, like she said, fueling your body means taking what the body needs and not what the body craves for. I love that. I hope that you're getting it in writings. So it means that you have to take what the body needs. Whether, for example, Miss Amarachi, some people will say, maybe I'll take a lot of sugar. Maybe you want to drink gari, and they take a lot of sugar because it's sweet in the mouth.
Yes.
And when it comes to bitter leaf, they will not like to eat that because it's bitter in the mouth.
Very true.
But from what she's saying is, take what the body needs and not what the body craves for. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, ma'am.
And we are going ahead. Now to Mr. Henry, is dieting necessary to be healthy, or is there a better framework for that?
Um, Thank you for your question, madam. Before I'll answer your question, I think it will be necessary for us to know what dieting is all
About.
about. Yeah, dieting has to do with, you know, uh, the practice of restricting or, following a particular food, following a particular food for a specific health uh, health objective or reasons. This can be maybe you mitigate uh, foods that are high in calories, or you cut down uh, particular food groups, or you have a particular diet plan that you are following. Now, coming to your question, I would like to answer you in the affirmative. Now, the Bible tells us in Proverbs chapter. The Bible tells us in Proverbs chapter 30, verse 8b. It says, "Feed me with food convenient for me." And a famous French lawyer and a politician by name Jean Antelemy, he said in his book on the physiology of taste, he said that let your food, he says, you are what you eat. And now, going by what the Bible says, the Bible, which is the manual of a creation, and what this prominent French lawyer said, it tells us that dieting is very, very important. I just heard my co-panelist, she made mention of the nutrients that our bodies need in order to function properly. He talked about carbohydrates, proteins, fat,
Yeah.
minerals, vitamin, and water. You know, sometimes we don't consider water as a nutrient,
As a
but
nutrient.
water is very, very important. If we don't take a water, the other nutrients that we have consumed, it will be useless in the body. So, following, a particular diet is very, very important for health. Given the fact that the society in which we are living today, people just eat anything in the name of food. And that is why in the society today we find out that there are so many diseases that we don't even know their names. It is as a result of people not following a particular diet. So, in our dispensation, I would love to say that if there has ever been any generation that needs dieting, I think it should be our generation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, from the point of what he's trying to say is, dieting is not necessarily to be healthy, because there are times we just eat junks. That's dieting, right? So, but we need something that will fuel us. Like what Miss Amarachi said, she said, as in a car, if you put a dirty fuel inside the car, obviously it will not take you to your destination. But we need a good fuel to fuel the body. Thank you very much for that clarification. I hope that my online viewers are watching and we are struggling to get that we answer all our doubts. So, we have seen flashy diet trends and magic online. Let's clear some things up. Mr. Henry, what's one diet myth that really needs to go, especially when it comes to food trends and all the like? What's that belief, that false belief that about food or dieting that we really need to clear off?
Well, madam, I would also like to say that this question is also very, very, very very pertinent. Um, in our society, I will use our Cameroonian context. We have the belief that food is only what has been prepared on fire. Yes, and so it is common when you hear someone when they talk about food, someone will tell you that since morning I've not
It's
eaten.
seafood.
I've not eaten, but the person ate fruits.
Yeah.
Yes, the person ate maybe a nut, and the person doesn't know that he or she has eaten.
Eating.
So, cooked food in our context is what we call dead food.
Really?
I emphasize dead food.
Okay.
Yes, that is why if you can take a grain of corn that has been boiled and you plant this grain of corn, put fertilizer on it, water it for 50 years, it will never germinate.
That's true.
It's because the enzymes, the things or the nutrients that spark life has been destroyed. The life-giving properties have been destroyed by heat. And so when we take such foods and we think that it is food, cooked food is dead food. And when you eat dead food, you know that you are inviting disease.
Okay. it's just like carrots. Someone, for example, from what he said cooked food is like dead dead food. Okay, it's like you want to prepare for example a normal cabbage sauce, and you see someone boiling the cabbage, boiling the carrots, boiling the green beans and all the like. At the end of the day, and we are eating cabbage. So that's something that's a really false belief, because they think that when they eat that food, it's going to disturb them. You understand? And I think that's really what he's pointing out, that we really need to clear that from our head. So, Ma, do you have something to contribute?
Yes, ma. I got so interested in what he said about the dead food, and
Okay.
so I guess Daniel ate live food in the days when he accepted and he chose the vegetables. You see how healthy he was.
And the Bible said he was even 10 times better.
10 times better, really. Meaning we need to eat live food.
Live food.
If we get to the scripture
Yes.
in Genesis chapter 1 verse 29,
Yes, sir.
we'll see there what God gave man as food. They were raw food.
Wow.
There is nowhere that is mentioned in the scripture that Eve prepared the husband's food on fire.
We have the
And-
cucumbers,
yes.
the garlic
And
that they were
it was
eating.
a fruit
Wow.
that Satan used
That's true.
to tempt them with.
Wow, so interesting.
That's really very much interesting. We are getting.
Okay.
So for some of you who want to prepare your veggies and you say, I want the saint to go out. I want it to be soft, because some people say that they want it to be palatable, meaning that let it not be strong. They want it to, but from what they are trying to tell us is that don't take what the body crave for, because sometimes when we want to prepare our veggies, we'll make sure that it's very, very much tender, and at the end of the day, we'll lose much of the nutrients. And
That's it.
okay, so that's in. I can't stop laughing, because this is really something that many people have. This belief, this false belief, is really, really. I pray God help us.
Amen.
He will.
Okay, still on this online fixes and online trends, Mr. Henry, how does social media influences our expectation around food and body image? Now, I'll just say something. Now, in the sense of, I want to just clear for our audience, when it comes to this online body image, like for example, we are versed with the online trends, mostly about food and maybe the way our body would like to be, and you will see that there are times someone will say you have to consume only limes, you have to consume only this for you to have a flat tummy, for you to have maybe a shapy kind of body, so that when you wear your dress. Now, Mr. Henry, I want to ask, How does this social media influences this our dieting?
Um, in the recent, the advent of social media, I can say it has done
More
more
harm than good.
than good. If we look at um, what Instagram and TikTok, what they portray is sometimes deceiving, because you will find out sometimes what the image that they will portray about a certain food,
Yeah.
it will trigger the appetite. Yes, you trigger the appetite, and you will crave you will crave
To
eat,
have it.
yes, the food. But maybe what they are presenting is junk. Most of what they are presenting at times is just rich in calories, and when you take it, it's a big problem.
Okay.
It's a big problem.
Yeah.
Secondly, on the side of
Body image.
yeah, sometimes they will present some pictures, and you see some,
Especially this our girls.
yes,
So
women. You
yes,
see them,
women. Yeah.
yeah.
We need
Sometimes they will
flat
tell
tummy.
you-
We
they
need
will tell
flat
you,
tummy.
okay, some they will tell you, oh, like when we were growing up, it was slim women that were in fashion.
Yeah.
Now
It's figure.
is, I don't know how I can put it.
Figure
Yes,
eight.
to the point where you find people, they want to look like others, and you find women going to
Surgery,
inflate,
yeah.
yes,
Having bottles.
yes,
Increasing.
all those things,
Yeah.
because of the influence of
Social media. Mm. That's it.
I think these are some of the things that we need to watch out.
Yeah, because another thing, Miss Amarachi, is that the problem about these social media trends is it falls back on us women, because there are times that we want to be in fashion, and obviously there are some certain kind of dresses that we feel that our body shape doesn't match with it, and so that's why we go so much on these social media trends. And sometimes, Mr. Henry, I could remember 9 years ago when I was in secondary school, and I was about writing, and someone told me, God is able, this one that you're about writing an exam and you're still getting fat. Seriously, it got to me, and when I asked, what can I do to reduce, or to have, and someone gave me all kind of concussions, like limes, Nescaf. It reached the extent that I was actually losing appetite, but I was not still cutting down. I instead developed gastritis, and it really made me feel inferior. Yeah, you understand. Like sometimes I look at myself and I want to be like this person, but like what Mr. Henry says, that social media has done more harm than good. But I think to contribute to what he's saying, I think that it's good to know your body, because sometimes they will say eat less carbs, and the carbs are different, right, Mr. Henry?
Yeah.
Carbs are different. So when you eat a particular kind of, normally when you eat something in excess, it's not good for the
The
body.
bottom line is you eat a balanced diet.
Diet.
Eat
Thank
a
you very
balanced
much.
diet.
That's true.
That's true. So, Matt, can you contribute in something?
Well, as you said, we have to know our bodies.
Yeah.
Because there's some people who have, let's say, the gym. It's already there in their family. They should control themselves. Don't kill yourself just because you're.
Because I think that someone there is trying to know a particular. She wants to really get to be clarified when it comes to these social media trends.
Well, I think to answer you well, we just need to watch. You have to know what you want. Know what you want.
we are going to have. Okay, Mr. Henry, we have talked about social media trends. We are still around that point. Now, the next question is, why do you think so many people struggle with dieting or maintaining healthy eating habits today? Why do you think people struggle with that?
Well, if I may answer you, uh, one of the things that we need to understand about dieting is discipline.
Okay, discipline.
Discipline. Many people are not disciplined. You can imagine that someone goes out for sports, and the person maybe loses 2 kg and comes back home, takes 6 kg. Okay, so you now discover that there is a surplus of 4.
Wow.
Yes, and the person will be complaining that I'm on a diet. I'm on a dieting a program, but I am rather, instead of losing weight, I'm rather gaining weight. It's as a result of not being disciplined.
Discipline. So that's a struggle that people go through. What he's trying to say is, when we struggle, we are struggling because it is not our habits, right? We want to see, especially from social media, we want to get what the world is portraying to us. And for example, this Nescafe actually, some people say it makes people curd down. Coffee as well makes people curd down. But for the past how many years I've been taking that? I'm not seeing myself.
We just need to be. We just need to be.
I'm not seeing
we just need
myself.
to be careful.
I'm not seeing myself with the kind of, because the mentality that I have is that, or I had was that when I take that, I will be very, very slim like this. But it's like at that time I was struggling with that habit. I was struggling with that habit. But I think he has clarified some of it. Okay.
One of my lecturers told us that you cannot be taking tea and you're still eating, you're still gaining calories, and you expect to be slim. What you need to do is to burn out the calories. You need to work it out. And someone met me once and asked the question. She said her tummy is always big. She said she works throughout the day. She goes for work from morning and comes back at night. And it's at night when she's very hungry. So she cannot just wait to eat. I'm sure that's the problem.
And you swallow fufu.
You know, one of the causes of overweight
Yeah.
is late night eating.
Yeah, we are coming back to that. We are coming back to that. I think we'll come back to weight with developing weight.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Miss Praise, is there a best diet? Is there anything like best diet, like the best diet? Is there anything like best diet? Like, or is it really about what works for each individual? Is there anything like a best diet, or will you tell me that the diet just works for each individual? Is there anything like that?
Well, I think that should vary across individuals.
Yeah, okay,
Because
that's true.
there are some people, it depends on your profession. Because you cannot expect, as an office worker, you cannot be eating a lot of carbohydrates and fats, and you sit all day in the office doing no active work to burn out the calories.
Yeah.
But for builders, for those who are engaged in, activities that strain their muscles, they have to
Yeah.
work out. They are fit for eating enough energy-giving foods that will keep them going out through the day.
Yeah.
You're eating according to the because you want to be productive for the day, so you know what suits you. You know the quantity of food you consume at the point in time that could carry you for a number of hours.
Yeah.
Understand? So you cannot just say there's a best,
Best
diet for
diet
this
is-
particular
okay.
person. It varies across professional.
Okay, so it varies. Don't be an office worker and every day you're swallowing fufu and arrow, and in the morning you just sit back and Em- Mr.
Yes,
Henry,
I
is there
think-
anything that
I
you want to
think-
contribute?
Yes, I think one of the things too is, we have been groomed to believe that breakfast is very necessary, and it should be something that is heavy.
Heavy.
Yes, like they used to say, you eat breakfast like a king, lunch like I think a queen, and then supper like a prince. Yes, all those things, they are just false. Yeah.
Okay.
It is good for you, especially sedentary workers.
Yeah.
If you get up in the morning,
Yes, sir.
don't eat.
Okay.
Yes, it's preferable you take water.
You want to kill some of these my people?
Yes, it's preferable you take water.
Okay.
Yes. Now,
Okay.
when you take, just imagine that someone who ate, let me say, 2 a.m. in the night, eh?
Yes, sir.
And he gets up 6 a.m. and he's loading a bar. Hmm? You can imagine. Yes.
Yes, sir.
The point is, what you took in the night
Yes.
Yeah.
has not been digested.
Okay.
Obviously.
It
I
has,
see.
it is, fermented,
Mm.
and you still add
Another.
another food to it.
Okay.
Yes. This is one big problem
Wow.
that we
We
have.
are
And that's why
facing.
I was talking the other time about late night
Okay.
Food.
eating. And that's why sometimes when it happens like that, Christians, what we'll do is you will get up at night, you have nightmares.
Question.
You have nightmares. You will be dreaming how maybe jujus are chasing you. And you get up as believers. When you get up, it's firing of prayers, binding and casting.
Eating in the
Yes, binding and casting. I usually ask the question, who are you binding?
Binding.
Are you binding Satan, or you are binding
Yes, sir.
yourself?
Okay.
Yes. So,
Okay, sir.
because the way the body functions,
Yeah.
when we are sleeping, that is when growth, assimilation,
Okay.
repairs
Wow.
takes place.
Takes place.
The brain has been tailored, or fixed in a way that is how it should function.
Wow.
Now, when food is still in the stomach, it therefore means the function of the brain will be distorted. And if it is distorted, it is not working as it ought to work. Now you begin to have nightmares.
Okay.
And if it continues,
Yeah.
Okay. Like what I was saying, I was talking about late night, late night supper. That it is not good.
Correct.
When we eat late at night, it causes us problems. So we should avoid late night eating.
Okay, Miss Amashi, do you have something or any question or something that you have to tell the audience?
Yes, please. I just got interested on what he said about these office workers drinking water in the morning. I mean, if I tell somebody that, she'll just tell me that, is it fasting? Why should I be fasting every day? So, actually, do they need just water every morning? Are they going to cope throughout the day right up to 12 noon?
Well, if I may answer your question, you know, most of the times hunger is psychological.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's just because you have programmed your
Your
brain
mind that you must
that
eat
you must eat
in
3
the
times
morning.
a day. When you get
Wow.
up in the morning, you must eat. That is the breakfast. And maybe noon, you also eat. And in the evening, you also have to eat. It's all
Okay.
about programming. And you can still, you know, try to reprogram your mind. But notwithstanding, you can take fruits. You can take fruits. And the fruits that you take, it should not be the fruits that are coming from the fridge.
Okay.
Yes. Let it be normal temperature. If it is normal temperature, you eat it, it is good.
Okay, Mr. Henry,
Yeah.
just similar, just on you, what's the role? What role does meal timing when it comes to like intermediate fasting? For example, maybe you don't eat in the morning, and maybe during the time to take brunch, maybe you take brunch before you take breakfast and all the like. Now, what role does meal timing actually play in fueling the body well?
Well,
Like when we have snacks, brunching along the day, what role does it play?
the point is,
Does it actually fuel the body?
it just, let me say, it gives a bad fuel. Yes, it gives a bad fuel. Yes.
It's like someone throughout the day you haven't eaten food. Like when I talk about food, the balanced diet that we are talking about. Now you will see that you're eating a lot of junk snacks. Oh, okay, today you eat cheap during the day, like in the morning, as he's saying, you take water. Now, but you not take water. Oh. You're actually fasting, but that one is not really the fasting with prayer. That one I can say is starvation. Now you're taking you're on an empty stomach, but during the day maybe you take chips. You see yourself, you're just chewing. You take chips, you take chin chin, you take snacks,
Fish pie.
biscuits, and all the like. And at the end of the day, you say, I've eaten and my tummy is full. And is that fueling your body, right? Because actually you're satisfied, right?
Yeah.
No.
Why is it
Really,
not okay?
When we talk about fasting, fasting is a process. You prepare your mind.
Yeah.
You prepare yourself psychologically that I want to abstain. I want to withdraw from food for a particular time. You can decide to withdraw from your morning food, your maybe lunch or a supper. Yes, but if you maybe it's because you don't have maybe something to eat. That one is starvation. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
fasting. Yes, and if you are fasting, please let us be very, very careful. When you are on a fast, the stomach shrinks.
Oh.
And when you want to break the fast, you have to look for something that will grease the stomach and not something that is hard. That's why sometimes some people, when after fasting, they will go and maybe they eat corn, roasted corn, to break their fast with. Or some they will eat a water fufu.
Voila, that's it.
Yes, that is something that is heavy,
Yes.
and it will cause sluggish digestion. And when it causes sluggish digestion, the tendency is that the food will ferment in the stomach. And The stomach stores food the same way our food flask stores food. After 24 hours, anything that is in the stomach gets sour.
Wow.
Okay.
And don't ask me if it gets sour, the system has to reject it. The system will not reject it. When it ferments, it produces gas.
It's true.
It produces let me say alcohol. That's why sometimes some people will say, since I was born, I've never taken alcohol. But when they check your alcoholic content, they will see that it is high. I remember a sister once told a medical doctor that I've never taken alcohol. How comes that you are saying that I have alcohol in my body? So that is something that we need to also take into consideration.
All right. It's getting more interesting. It's getting more interesting. Thank you very much for that insight, Mr. Henry. Now, food isn't just fuel, right? It's emotional, it's social, and sometimes very stressful.
Very.
Let's talk about that side of the equation. Ms. Amarchi, how can people identify if they have an unhealthy relationship with food?
Okay. Well, for those people who have unhealthy relationship with food, you discover that once they eat a particular kind of food, they maybe on social media they discover that this one gives them, they are so upset for the whole day. I'm not going to add anything to what I'm eating.
Just stick to that.
Yes, they are so upset. Sometimes they label foods like they could say rice is bad. I'm not for rice. Rice is for children. I'm not for rice. Then they say maybe boiled plantain is good. So they prefer eating boiled plantain
And they'll eat it all over throughout.
Yes,
In the morning, in the afternoon.
rice is just an X for them. So even going for maybe celebration parties, they are just so scared of the buffet. They don't just want to be there because they know that once that rice is passing beside them and the smell is coming, they will be so tempted. So food should not make us feel like we're sinners. It should give us joy. Food should be what gives us joy, and we should take it moderately in the right quantity.
Okay. We should take food moderately. Okay. Yes.
Yes. I think I could say that we eat with wisdom.
Okay.
Eat with
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yes. Don't just eat maybe because you want to eat. The first thing you need to do is ask yourself whatsoever is getting into your system, of what biological value is this stuff that I'm
Taking.
taking.
That's
Yes.
true.
So I think we need to be educated on what actually is food, because sometimes what is actually killing us is that we don't really know what is food. We don't really know what is food.
Okay, Mr. Henry, what's the difference between emotional eating and disordered eating? Maybe someone want to have that clarity. Is there any difference? First of all, is there any difference between emotional eating and disordered eating?
Of course, there is.
Okay.
There is a big dichotomy between emotional eating
And disordered eating.
disordered eating. I think, first of all, emotional eating has to do with, the tendency of, let me say, withdrawing from food or eating much food. You use food as, let me say, a coping mechanism to overcome your emotions or stress. Sometimes you find people when they are stressed up, they eat, they eat randomly. They eat randomly. Now thinking that by eating like that, it will help solve their problems. And while on the other hand, we talk about eating a disorder. Yeah, eating disorder refers to a range of abnormal eating behavior.
Okay.
Yes, when people begin to manifest, abnormal eating behavior, then we know that they are suffering from
Disordered eating.
disorder.
Disorder.
Yes, and we can have something like BED. BED is a common eating disorder. BED simply means binge eating disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the individual eats,
Too much.
excessively. Yeah,
Yes.
the individual eats excessively,
Excessively.
and then we can also have another disorder like a pica. Yeah, pica simply has to do with eating non-food substances. For example, you find somebody just having craving for what you call a calabar chalk. Yes, when you see somebody who is eating calabar chalk, you know that person has an eating
It's
Disorder.
Yes, some people don't even go to the extent of cracking like
The walls.
Yes, the walls, and they are eating. Some you find them chewing paper. Yes, they chew paper. Some even is a dirt. They find delight in. They will pick dirt and put in their mouth and begin to chew. So once we see this, we know that that individual is suffering from eating disorder. That's
Yeah.
an abnormal eating behavior.
Yeah, Mr. Henry, yes, you thought of emotional eating habits. I'll just say something, especially with us ladies, we love ice cream a lot. And there are times that maybe when we are emotionally down and someone say, Omo, sometimes me, I'm always,
Yeah, say, take a
You
cup
in
of ice cream.
me in particular,
To calm
when
down.
when I'm kind of when I'm kind of stressed out,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm kind of stressed out, I always say, Omo, please, I need maybe a cup of ice cream. I want to chill my brain. And and I can eat that, maybe I can even eat that throughout, like a lot. Now, because in my mind I'm struggling to suppress the stress, but Mr. Hell is telling us that it is not good for our health.
Maybe what you're saying concerning ice cream. Ice cream, when you look at ice cream, it shows milky.
Yeah.
Yes, but in the real sense, it's not milk.
That's true. Yeah.
It's a bunch of synthetic chemicals.
Okay.
So
Oh.
the more you consume, the more you destroy your system.
That's true.
All right. I hope my online viewers are actually with us, because we are actually getting deep, 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 and deep. We are actually getting deep, deep, and deep. So I think that, please react, send us questions, and they are all here to give us a responsible answer, and definitely you won't be disappointed. Mr. Marchi,
Yes.
how do we let go of food guilt? How do we let go of food guilt and all or nothing thinking?
Okay.
For example, like I don't want to eat this. I really want to eat this,
Yeah.
but it's like when I eat it,
You
I feel guilty.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for those who are so conscious about their health, I know it may be so challenging, but we are able to let go of the guilt
Okay.
and condemnation. Know that just one plate of rice is not going to kill you.
Okay.
One plate of salad either cannot make you slim in a day. Yes. So we should try to balance up our
Okay.
food. Yes.
Okay.
We should not allow food to take control of our mind. Allow ourselves to enjoy the food, because it depends on the quantity of food you consume per day and your own mindset that you have towards the food. Eat your plantain, eat your cookie, whatever you love, in a moderate quantity, but the main thing is that you have to balance it up with fruits and vegetables. It's perfect when you start with the fruits and the vegetables, so your stomach has it. Yeah, they have a place in your stomach before you continue with your favorite dish, and it should be healthy as well.
Okay. Miss
Let me just
Mr.
come in there.
Okay.
She just said something. She talked about fruits and vegetables. That
Yeah.
you start with your fruits and vegetable. Yeah, I want us to understand that fruits and vegetable, they don't go together. It's
Okay.
either-
We are learning something there.
it's
I hope
either-
you're learning.
it's
Interesting.
You take fruits as a meal,
Okay.
or you take your vegetables.
Separate.
Mm.
Yes.
That's deep.
Interesting.
You know, when we were growing up, we were taught that fruits after meals.
Okay.
Yes.
But it
Before
is
or
wrong.
after.
When we do that, when you take fruits and vegetables,
Okay.
it causes fermentation.
All right.
Fruits and vegetables, please, sir. Okay. So, do you mean we should start with the fruits and give a gap before consuming our?
If you want to foods, by the way, what is food?
Yes.
Yes, I would
Okay.
like to
Live
give a
food.
definition.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
in nutritional
Aspect.
herbology,
Yeah.
we
Okay.
say that
Mm-hmm.
food is anything that is solid or liquid that provides the body with
Nutrient.
the
Necessary
nutrients.
nutrients.
Now, there is
Okay.
something that I also want to add here.
Okay.
When we say anything solid or liquid,
Mm-hmm.
that definition is uh, is is a redundant.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Anything can mean any junk, but if we take anything that is wholesome, anything wholesome,
Wholesome.
that is
Okay.
either liquid or
Solid.
that is
Okay.
food.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
if you take fruits,
Mm-hmm.
don't think that you have not eaten.
Yes.
The vitamins, the minerals that you need,
It's
you will get them
present.
from the fruits.
That's true.
Okay. All
And
right.
even to add to it, when you eat fruits are live foods.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why if you take the seed of a mango and you plant,
Plants
it will
grow,
germinate
Okay.
because the life is still there.
All right. Not necessary to boil it,
No.
please. All right. Thank you very much. We have let's get to our online viewers. We have Priska Amarachi. She's saying hi. She's watching us.
Okay.
And we have Victor Atancho. He's watching us right there from Bamenda. Thank you very much, sir. We have Naya Gazelle. She's also watching, and she said, eating with wisdom. So that's something that she has gotten. She said, eating with wisdom. And Priska Amarachi is saying, we eat with wisdom. So she's learning something. That's good. Thank you very much, Priska. Mirabelle Gift is also watching. And Gastin Amu saying it's very interesting. Thank you very much, our online viewers. There's a question here on YouTube by Collis Indubisi. Traditional upbringing has affected our notion about what to eat. So I think it's not actually like a question, but it's like he has just contributed something, and he's saying that traditional upbringing has affected our notion about what to eat. Mr. Henry, can you try to throw more light on that traditional upbringing?
Okay. Yes. It boils back to the fact that most people don't understand what is food. To some people, like most people in the Northwest, if they have not eaten corn fufu, they know that they have not eaten. You'll be surprised that they will cook beans and potatoes,
Yes.
and they will tell you that they have not eaten. They will still go to the fire and put corn fufu and huckleberry.
I'm saying
Yes, because that is their traditional.
that's traditional.
meal. Yes, but we need to come out of that. We need to come out of that school of thought.
Okay.
Yes, we need to come out of it. We need to learn, because even eating that corn fufu and huckleberry every day, we call that one-way diet.
Then after
Yes. One-way diet. And when you begin to eat one and the same thing over and over, it saturates
Then after
the
this is
system.
break.
It saturates the system. So we need to come out of it. We need to change. We have so many, foods around us.
Yeah.
Yes, why not? Maybe today you take corn fufu and maybe a huckleberry. The next day you take maybe plantain and maybe a cabbage, bitter
No,
leaf.
they say it's their traditional meal.
Yeah, no, it is true. Yes, but once in a while, right? We need to.
And what Mr. Henry is actually saying is really true, because I've experienced it. I grew up in the Northwest region, and where I'm from, we eat atro. And one of my mothers would say, she would tell me, if I never chop atro, I never chop. You understand? So it's something that, as he's trying to say, traditional upbringing,
Yeah.
because they have this notion that if I haven't eaten this particular food that I am being brought up from, I haven't eaten food. So that's what he's trying to say, that we should come out from that mentality. Do you have
Okay.
something to say?
Yes, ma. Oh, well, traditional upbringing, what came to my mind is what we usually do, our parents usually do. You know, sometimes in the family, they said the dad has to eat more of the meat, and the baby boy is there, the kids are there. Maybe they prefer the father to everyone in the house. When children are in need of more
We
protein,
give them more meat.
yes,
Yeah, it's more
they,
meat.
they need it more than the dad, so they prefer. the
We have a
parents-
dad here. Maybe after this, he's going to he's going to
Okay.
tell us whether.
Don't you also think that the dad is eating that because he has a shorter time to live?
Seriously.
Yes.
Seriously.
So at least he has to consume his own
Okay.
share before he leaves.
Okay, on the other side, you know, children are growing up, so they need more protein. So if we prioritize fathers and forget about the children, that's so risky. That's so risky for them. You see malnourished children growing up because they don't prioritize what is needed for them. So actually, what he said, tradition has really affected our
Mr. Henry.
But we are not saying that. We are not saying that our traditional meals are.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
that's
get we
true.
get
Yeah,
we
we
get
need
that we get that.
No, we need to try to like balance.
Balance it.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
I
true.
think
Balance.
that's the main goal of this,
Yes.
to balance our
Yes.
meals, right?
Yeah.
But Mr. Henry, I'm because this one that you're saying that you have to eat because you have
Longer-
short span. I think is because especially my mom, African moms. I greet you people because you people are very good in that. Giving
Yes.
my mom will put a very sizable. I'm looking at it.
He's the one.
My father-
He's the one feigning.
He's the one feeling, but
Yes,
can't we
true.
see that we are giving him more of
The
what
kids
is not
need, the
even
children
necessary for
need.
him? Because especially when it
Adults.
comes out
Yes.
to red meats and all the like, you will
Especially
see my
older
mom
fathers.
putting enough. Until I'm saying, "Mommy, please now."
It's not too much for
She's
him.
forgetting that we the children, we need it to grow. But I think the essence is we should eat appropriately.
Yeah.
Balanced diet.
Even our mothers and our fathers, even if they put you that many meat, like much meat, I beg, share some of to us.
It is not the amount of meat that you eat that is important.
Okay.
Yes, it's just for you to know what the body needs, because we have quantity then quality.
That's true.
These two must blend together. If
Alright.
one supersedes the other, then you are bound to be sick.
That's true.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alice. Mr. Collins in DBC, thank you for your keen attention. Thank you for the comments. Thank you, Madam Priska. Thank you, all our online viewers. We'll just take a short break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The human journey is filled with undiscovered treasures, a long search for something that is difficult to find. The question is, are you in your journey toward a specific mission or a goal? Would you travel around the world in a quest for gold? Then you need to be courageous for the challenge and put in lots of sacrifices of some kind, because the world is full with lots of treasures to be mined. That is why, on board with well-experienced personnel in the various fields of life, we bring to you quick solutions at your doorstep. The Quest Show. The show is an educative and interactive section where all your quests on uplifting music, marriage, success in academics, in business, and in every aspect of life, balancing social life with Christianity, and a lot more will be discovered. Tune in to the Quest Show, wins in every Sunday at 7 p.m. 1800 GMT on our Facebook page and YouTube channel at Deeper Light Bible Church Cameroon. Welcome to the Quest Show. The human journey is filled with undiscovered treasures, a long search for something that is difficult to find. The question is, are you in a journey toward a specific mission or a goal? Would you travel around the world in a quest for gold? Then you need to be courageous for the challenge and put in lots of sacrifices of some kind, because the world is full with lots of treasures to be mined. That is why, on board with well-experienced personnel in the various fields of life, we bring to you quick solutions at your doorstep. The Quest Show. The show is an educative and interactive section where all your quests on
Okay, welcome back to the second half of this very much interesting discussion. I hope that we are all ready to ask our questions and also to share our own points of view concerning this topic of healthy dieting. Okay, food is deeply cultural and also impacted by access, obviously, because not everyone has the same resources or traditions when it comes to eating healthfully. Mr. Henry, how can we make health and nutrition guidance more culturally inclusive?
I think the very first thing we need to do is in our respective communities, we have varieties of food. Yes. If, for example, we need a carbohydrate, we need protein, we need fats. All these nutrients that we need, we have foods in our respective communities that are rich in this stuff.
Yeah.
So we need to take into consideration the cultural background
Of it.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to take that into consideration. And secondly, instead of condemning maybe our traditional foods, we need to be very, let me say tactful. Yeah, we need to teach the people how to blend the food. What their traditional food is lacking, we can tell them to substitute with another food that is in that same community.
Okay.
Yes, I think it will help us. Then we also have to involve the individuals. We need to sensitize them, because if they understand what is food, then they will be able to get from their environment the local things that they have, so that they can get the nutrients that they have.
Yeah, I can get from that, Mr. Henry, because most of our homes now like this, like we are seeing that they are gradually sending out our cultural meals. For example, you mean in the house, like, no, I don't eat fufu corn, or I don't eat this, I eat only pasta, and they forget that we can have a balanced diet within our cultural milieu.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Cameroon is blessed with a lot of food, and they are all balanced. Now we have the corn flour, which we can make out of fufu corn and all the like. So we must not necessarily say pasta, because they are all in the same class, right? And like, for example, pizza and all these things, you see that they try to take foreign meals and they're replacing with our cultural meals. I think that's what Mr. Henry is struggling to say, that we can still live healthy with our own cultural foods.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Our problem too is the mentality.
All right.
We have this inferiority complex.
Mhm.
Yeah. What belongs to us, we consider it as inferior.
Mhm.
And what comes from outside,
From outside.
especially if it is coming from
The Western
the
world.
West,
Yeah.
yes, whether it is wrong
Wait.
or it is good, and we just sheepishly take it.
Mhm.
Take it.
Yes, like the pastas that you made a mention of, they are not food. Those are not foods.
Mhm.
They are all junk food.
Food.
That's true.
If you eat, they fill the system with empty calories,
Mhm.
nothing to back it up.
Ah.
They don't have any minerals. They don't
That means
have
our Gen Zs,
vitamins.
our Gen Zs will just.
And there is also one thing that we need to know. Any food that it is written on it enriched or fortified,
It's not.
it's not food. Yes. I used to ask this question. What wisdom is there for you to refine something like rice?
Okay. Into.
You remove the vitamins, the natural vitamins, the natural minerals that are in the rice.
Mhm.
And then only for you to come back after to fortify it with artificial. Does it make sense?
It doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense.
Wow.
Yes. The white rice that we eat, well, sometimes we say it is God that will help us. But I usually say that God has given us wisdom. We need to use that wisdom to select what is good for the body. Yeah.
Okay, to add to what he said, talking about the Western lifestyle,
Yeah.
there was one time our lecturer asked a question, and we all were not even able to give the right answer because he asked about the life expectancy as compared to Africans and the
And
whites.
the white.
So, left to me, first of all, I knew that we as blacks live longer than whites because we are hardworking, all this kind of things. So I already had in mind that we are stronger and we're going to live longer. But he made us understand that the whites live longer than we do. And I was surprised.
Okay.
And when I made research today, I discovered that we have about a 7 years gap difference when it comes to life expectancy. And why? We asked him why. He even asked us back the question. He said it's because we have adopted the Western lifestyle and we think that we are enjoying. We buy a lot of canned foods. We buy things that as he said rightly, dead foods.
Yeah.
We stock them in the house and we say we are wealthy people. This is
Indomie,
you
spaghetti,
see?
yeah, all those things.
And then we forget about what we have that God has blessed us with. So we should be wise as Africans. We should not have the inferiority complex. We should love what we have and enjoy the nature God has
Okay,
given us.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I hope that we have learned something. Please, we should not minimize our cultural meals. Please, don't say I prefer pasta over fufu corn. You're missing a lot. Okay, Mr. Henry, what does healthy eating look like across different communities?
Okay, I think to answer your question, I would like us to take Cameroon as our case study.
Okay,
Yeah, because
obviously we are in the
Cameroon
Cameroon.
is they usually
Africa
say
in
Africa
miniature.
in miniature. Yes.
Yeah,
And
we are blessed.
I would like to divide the country into 4 zones.
Okay,
Yeah, we have the Grand Nord, we have the Beti Fang,
okay,
Bulu,
okay.
and then we also have the Sawa, and then the grass field. Yes. So when we get to the north, the Grand Nord, which are the 3 northern regions, their food, they usually take more of grains. They take more of
Grains.
Yes,
Okay.
there they have maize,
Maize.
they have millet, they have sorghum, they have oat, many all I can say all types of grains
Yeah.
Yes, that's what usually they take, and then they have vegetables. They don't have much. They don't have much vegetables over there. You can they eat they eat they eat they eat moringa leaves. Moringa leaves is very nutritious.
Yeah.
Yes, they eat it. Then neem leaf. I don't know if we know neem. Yes. So neem is like bitter leaf.
Very,
It's very
bitter.
bitter. So what they do is they wash it and then they remove the bitterness and then they use it and cook their soup with. Then they also have what we call
Kene kene.
kenenkene.
Okay.
They have a kenenkene. Then they also have the other one they call I think they call it a boko. Yes, they call
Okay.
it boko. You know, they are the people they love draw.
Yeah, they love
They
draw.
love draw,
Even
yes.
these okra leaves,
Yes.
they do consume it
Yes.
too. Yeah.
They eat it.
Yeah.
So that is what the people over there they eat. Then they also have egusi.
Mm-hmm.
And they also prepare egusi. Then when we get to maybe the sour people, that is we have the southwest region and
The
the
coastal.
littoral. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have Ndole, and either the
Ero.
Miondo. We have Watafufu and the
Ero.
Ero. We have
Kwakoko.
Kwakoko Bible, Kwakoko
Banga
Banga
soup.
soup. And we also have I think they call it is it Kwankwalang.
Okay.
Kwankalang, yes. Those are then you also have Mbongo Chobi.
Yeah, bongo
You
shop.
also have Mbongo Chobi. Yes. This food, when we cook them in the natural way, I mean, they are
Very.
very nutritious.
Mm.
They are very nutritious. The ingredients that they use in preparing these things, they are highly medicinal. They are highly
Medicinal.
Then when we get to the grass field, that is the northwest and the western
Honorable
regions.
Achu.
Yeah, there you have Achu, you have Nkui, you have corn fufu and njama, that's a huckleberry.
Yeah.
You have I think you have also they call it a kondre.
Country.
Yes, you have a kondre. Then we also have there is cocoyam leaves. Yes, cocoyam leaves is also very nutritious.
Nutritious.
Some people don't know that they eat it. It's vegetable. Then also bitter leaf. Bitter leaf. Those are some of the common foods that people in the grass field they take.
Okay.
Yes. Then when we get to the beti fang, we have quem. Quem, that's a cassava leaf.
Yeah.
Yes, that they prepare.
It's very
It's
nutritious.
very nutritious.
Very.
Then they also have I think they have a sanga. They have a sanga. Then they also have there's this other. They have a cock.
Cock.
Cock
Yeah.
is equivalent to eru
Yeah.
that we cook. Yes, but theirs is quite different. I prefer theirs.
Really?
Yes, they do it with a granite.
Granuts.
Yes, you know the difference with that of the southwest is that
Southwest.
there is too much oil in it.
Oil. Yeah.
Too much oil. Yes.
Really?
So I prefer,
Maybe I'm
I prefer cock.
I'm still the last person to discover that meal.
Yes. So I think these are basically the foods that our respective communities in Cameroon they consume.
Yeah.
And these foods, I have discovered that with time, as evolution is taking place, the way these foods used to be prepared, it has changed.
Okay.
Yeah, it has changed. And changing has also affected our health.
Okay.
Has also affected our health. For example, the bitter leaf that we cook, we wash bitter leaf as if we are washing our clothes. Now, when we wash it, We wash the bitter leaf.
We
and then,
wash it until
yes.
then we boil. We boil.
Then we remove
We remove
the
again.
water.
We squeeze it.
Squeeze and
Yes.
then throw
Throw away the water,
water.
and we rinse it twice.
Voila.
Yes,
Then
twice.
I used to
Yeah,
I used to ask
I've
this
seen
question.
people doing that.
I used to ask this question.
What are
Why
you
is
eating?
it that when it comes to bitter leaf and other vegetables, we wash them and throw away
The water.
But when it comes to meat, we boil the meat
And use the
preserve
stock.
the water to use it to prepare stew. And let me tell us, the nutrients in the vegetable that we have washed and throw away, they are in that water. That's the chlorophyll, the liquid sunlight that we throw away. And for meat, I think I pray that maybe some other time we have, God gives us maybe the privilege again to talk on maybe meat.
Okay.
Yes.
I think God will give us
Yes.
another privilege to talk about
Yes.
meat, especially that the red meat.
Yes. Talk about it. Because when we boil like that, the water,
Yeah.
you find some shiny stuff on it. That shiny stuff is fat.
Yeah.
And when you keep that water, when the water cools, you will discover that
It
that shiny liquid coagulates.
Coagulate. Yeah.
And it's the same thing that when it gets into the system,
That's the way.
in the blood, that's the same thing that it does to the blood vessels.
God help us.
And that's why sometimes we complain, oh, I have heart problem, hypertension, diabetes, and all the like.
God. Okay. A question from YouTube. That's Esther Tikum. She's asking this. This health talk is very educative and I'm enjoying it. Thank you very much, Esther. But I'm a bit curious about the fermented foods. Please, I would like to know more about that. Can you help clarify her?
Talking about fermented food in the system or fermented food, the one that we just prepare.
Maybe you made mention of how when you eat much food,
Okay.
it
Okay.
gets fermented in our system.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think.
Now, the human system functions on what we call the circadian rhythm. Now, that is what controls is a biological clock
Okay.
that every human being has. And now, all our activities are being tailored or they are being controlled by this clock. Now, when we eat, before we go to bed, all what we have eaten is supposed to have left the stomach. Your stomach is supposed to be empty. Now,
Okay.
during sleep, that is when growth, repairs, healing takes place for little children. Growth, especially. I don't think any of us here has ever seen how a child grows. You just get up and you just discover that this child
The
is,
child has grown more taller.
okay, so it is at
Yeah.
that time that it happens.
Okay.
So now, when you carry food in your stomach and go to bed, the tendency is that since the brain is tailored in a way that at that time it should be doing assimilation,
Yeah.
repairs,
Yeah.
and growth, and you are still overtaxing the brain.
The brain.
Now, this extra work that you are giving to the brain, the stomach, automatically, the process of digestion
Breaks down.
breaks down. And once it breaks down, that's how fermentation
Occurs.
begins to take place.
And that's why sometimes I think Miss Praise, that's why especially for we girls, Mr. Henry, you see that you just get a slim girl normally having flat tummy, but when you experience yourself eating much at night, as what Mr. Henry is saying, eating much at night, you realize you start having swelling of, yes, you see you start having big stomach, and now you still be the person running over social media to ask for.
It is
to ask for solutions.
when you have any person that has a protruded stomach, if you have a protruded tummy,
Yeah.
know that you are sick.
Hey, Lord Jesus.
You are sick. It is abnormal. You're supposed to have a flat
Tommy. Oh, Lord.
Yes.
People-
So don't eat late at night.
Oh, Lord.
One of the things is this: once you start eating late at night, and
Wow.
when he goes to toilet, the day he